is never correct when you do it the first time. So, now we're back with Knights of the Old Republic. It's been a while. I've been working my ass off the last few days, so let's begin by going down to the sewers. Don't worry about it.
No problem. Didn't work.
Never mind. I am still in turbo mode. It's the turbo. Big old turbo. There is the, oh, I've already looted. So I need the elevator down into the sewers.
Didn't work.
Several doors in here.
No problem. Didn't work.
One of these is the correct door.
No problem. Didn't work.
What? Go in. Undercity. What? He's got the elevator somewhere. Has been a while since I played the game. Like, all the way through, sort of. Especially considering how it's going. It's a door. There's a door somewhere. Oh, it's all the way at the end with the Sith papers. I've been casual little detail. Excuse me, sir. How are you doing?
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came. Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
Oh, you heard the man. Anything, anything that breathes, just kill it in the face. Or not. Very. So seeing I have 2 game captures live. That's good. It's capturing what? You? It's you. Yeah, of course.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits. That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits.
Okay, it's fine.
Credits, my brother! We have credits. Now we can buy food and medicine.
Hush, or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there? Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there. Rukil's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow. It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil. He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man. Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the Upworld.
Excuse me while I roll my wrist constantly. So, lost 5 credits. Problem. Have to deal with down here? Maybe problem. That's got credits. Run around until something happens.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I can throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals. It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
Let's play the price is right with this man. Operation cell. And some Berserk cards. Not by the scope, anyway. I think I already have the cell anyway. I'll take your wonderful supply of frag grenades. A heavy pistol I can use for Karth. Karth's equipment isn't that great. It's his own blaster, and he has another blaster pistol, so here's one that is even better. Suit on. Jumps for the bit.
Sure.
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time! I can't! The Rakghouls are too close!
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all!
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near.
We'll just watch the ghoul kind of like slurp its way along the ground. Alright, let's go fight him.
You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Let me fight. Let me die in the glory of combat. Right. Hello, Rakghoul. Let's hit you with the critical strike. Poisoned. Debilitated.
Like that.
The Rakghoul's dead, and I almost am as well.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
What's happening? The gate seems to have a mind of its own. A bunch of NPCs that have gathered together to form a union.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can. Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity. Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers. There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the Rakghouls and the other foul creatures. As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village, and I will do my best to help you however I can.
Thank you, Mr. Strange Man. Excuse me. I need to head out.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
I just used the other one.
The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rakghouls, we'll let them destroy each other. Nothing can be done for the infected villagers. Even the serum to counteract the Rakghoul disease wouldn't be any use now. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rakghouls and attack them at any moment. I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder, but if the infected ones have already transformed into Rakghouls, you'll be walking into your grave.
Oh, right, yeah. I can't do this yet. I do remember to kind of wander around until I find the thing that I need. Which involves me going beyond the village. Let's go over here somewhere. Pardon me. This gate. To the hideout, and then just quickly do something with Karth's blaster, because I have some more spare parts. Scope. I had the vibration, so I need the rest, which I don't have. I think the enchanted fiber armor counts. Excellent. That's good. Oh, then come here. Just keeps me healed up enough to be able to start doing other things. So there are Rakghouls everywhere down here. They are reasonably vicious.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you? It's Zaalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery. Me and Zaalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zaalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it. I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z. It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulker base. Now come on! We have to find Zalba before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulker compound.
I love the fact you just explained that to us, and now we have to be explained it again. The usual BioWare problem of everything kind of doesn't make sense because face. Let's see. She's kind of a thief, so I have to make sure that her stuff is fine. Very exceptional. Demolition, stealth, and awareness. And security. Enough. She has a gun.
Sure.
Have Sith as well. There's a Sith over there, kind of just hanging about. Hi there, Tim. Find. I could recover these mines, but I never use them in combat, so may as well just disable them.
Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease. No! No! I can feel it! Ah!
And now here you go. I believe you can save him, I just haven't done something like that. To do it in the right order, you need to go and hunt the Sith first. Then you can get the serum. Once you have the serum, you're able to save pretty much everyone who's infected. Because I think Fable has the same sort of conundrum. Where you can choose to escort someone that's about to turn into a werewolf and then doesn't. If you like do the mission fast enough. This one is a little bit more difficult. To kind of realise what the order of events are. Which, as I have just proven, I have buggered up because I've just gone into the sewers. Sith. Canderous Ordo just kind of hanging around. What's he doing?
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn Rakghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with Rakghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Canderous, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a Rakghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
As you watch the Rakghouls elope on their they elope on their traditional mating grounds. Resistant to explosions. Still mates, and then Kandris just kind of walked off. Not more Rakghouls. There's a bunch of them over there. This is why I brought grenades.
Down you go!
It's just like the least used part of my arsenal the first time I played. Like the few times that I've played Rise of the Old Republic, I never thought about them, and now I realise they're actually incredibly useful.
Down you go!
A lot of Rakghouls just kind of hanging around. Just kind of guy in the middle. Can. I'm out of grenades. Okay. Have a sonic pay for the hand. Oh, there's the Promised Land jump. So, obviously they still exist. Find out where it is by reading it. I think it's one of those things like The Witcher when it comes to mines. You kind of have to stop and then set everything up first before you start attacking. But then again, there's no guarantee that they're into it. It's in the programming dealing with here. Game 2003, and both actually technically do run on the same engine, so whatever. Path out of my way. Also, something that I think the second game kind of does better is it actually tells you if you've looted something.
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here? Security papers. Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rakghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rakghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control. Oh, is that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die. Yeah, sure. The commander won't be too happy if you come back empty-handed, right? Well, the same thing goes for us. Come on, patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
And that's how you diffuse situations quietly. Or Rakghouls, probably with a zero. Probably with the damn, whatever people that they were looking for are here. You're going to be on it. Like, an all Rakghoul doesn't phase me. It's a Rakghoul theme issue.
Hey, Carth. You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taris ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Taris. There are worse, too, but Taris is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big Z's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Carth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Yeah, I agree. I have no idea what you...
Hey there, what can I do for you? Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Vulkars were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Anyway, I don't like the Vulkars at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, don't treat me like I'm a little girl. I ain't no kid. I'm 14 years old. Those Vulkars didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Vulkar a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
I'd like to point out, she says, "Hey, no kid, I'm 14. How old is that in the galactic age? Enough to be an adult? Who knows, because Star Wars is full of convoluted pill shit."
The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Vulkar was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Vulkars would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done. My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens, I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Aha, something for later. The game screams in very unsubtle text, "Hello, I'm gonna head back to the base." And,
Huh?
I need to here. This is something I don't understand with this game, and it's something that does bother me a little. Is that, most of the characters you receive strangely a light class? It's odd. There you go. Let's return right out. Heal. Transit back. And that's what you generally tend to do. I haven't played Baldur's Gate or
Sure.
Neverwinter Nights, so I have no clue like other things I could be doing in those games. This one tends to be just run away, come back, and then you're good as that. Yeah, like Mission has an insane amount of defense because of its throwing saves. That's something that becomes a thing that I might have to consider in the future. Like when I've played this, I've never gone with a specific build in mind, but we shall see. Oops, I fucking stunned myself. But it worked. Save mission, and then also did things that I needed to do for that counter. There's a second sewer entrance, if you so inclined. Let's go to the inventory. Promised Land. Somewhere in the sewers, apparently. It could be this one. Never know. First, let's go get some extra experience. Somewhere.
Please, help us. We're infected with the rat ghoul disease. At any moment we could... No! This cannot be... No!
Here's 3 more of them. Oh, standard ones? Yeah, standard ones. It's fine.
Here.
They are meatier than the previous one. My shot, my stuff is doing save for any more turned into rat ghouls.
Please, you have to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us. We can't end up like them. You have a cure? Please give it to me, please, quickly, before it's too late. Quickly, I must inject it before it is too late. Yes, I feel it working. I feel the disease burning away. It's like a miracle. I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death. I only wish I had some reward to give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod. Not long ago, an escape pod crashed in the Undercity, far to the northeast of the village. We were going to try and salvage equipment from it, but we were attacked by the rat ghouls and infected. I'd tell you more if I could, but our salvage team never reached the pod. It's probably still there, unless some of the other Upworlders already found it and picked it clean. We should go now, Upworlder. We're anxious to return to the village and see our families again. Thank you once again for everything you've done.
Here we go. Infected outcasts can return to the fold. I will go and sit my first position. So I need to transit back just to get the free healing, but there is something else I can... Where it was, isn't it? Somewhere. The second entrance into the sewers, and it's locked. But for some reason now it won't... Oh, I have to be in a safe zone. Fine. Cannot go in combat-oriented areas. Oh, must rejoin my party first. They're obviously running at slow speed. Where's mission? Did you get stuck? Where is she? Hold on a second. How did they get back there? I'm pretty certain I killed them.
Huh?
Very strange limitation. Excuse me, if your party is not all together, please fuck off.
Sure.
Alright, let's see if they've turned back up. They have. For some reason, the Ragdolls have formed a colony here. They just be doing shit. There's 5. I'm pretty certain I already killed. That's the thing that worries me. You know what, those two. Handle it, it's fine. This puts me somewhere in those suits. Where, but it's somewhere that I just can, like, quickly get out of here. We are Gamorrean Raiders, we have the pig people. Conditioning. Oh, toughness would definitely be good. No, shouldn't do this. Just Karth's health. Have some grenades. This is before we get any actual abilities. It's none. Moment. Just remember there is a game. Oh dear. It's an actual game over point somewhere here. Which will actually kill you. Another journal. One journal. Kind of underground. Orients. Let's see. Not that I'm not proficient, it's just my, I don't fancy my chances at the moment. Ideally, Critical Strike is the one I'm going to use because it's with stun. Mines. Angle of the microphone. Yeah. Okay, apparently my awareness is so good I spotted a Gamorrean patrol through a wall.
You asked for
Bacon's on the menu! He's dead. Something like that. The Gamorrean leads. And because of how casts, throws, and whatever have worked, dead.
You asked for this.
What?
Fully healed. Saw nothing. Skill check.
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick. I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zaalbar, together forever. These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have gotten you out.
Walking carpet, everyone. Very capable. Very,
A life tag. You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this. Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means?
I'm wondering how they actually made talking noises originally, because it's like the Murloc thing where they gargle through a mouthful of yogurt. Okay.
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zaalbar will be with you. I guess this means you're stuck with me, too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again. So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Vulture base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den. I better come with you. The Volkers put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Volkers on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there. There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge! Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind. Okay then, off we go. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Zaalbar has joined the party. You can assign your party. Zaalbar, sadly, is the last person that I use in every situation. Mostly because Karth is there. And later on, another party member. You can always have too many guns, is what I'm saying. And in the end, after that, like, because of how this game works and how the D&D style magic works for it, yeah, unfortunately a lot of the other characters becomes uncomfortably obsolete. Which is really unfortunate.
No problem. Got it.
And also note that Ragdoll did not just set off mine. Even though they basically ran over it. Out in there. Ah, we have raccoons. We have a nest of raccoons. I know, it's a mine. I'm just disabling it. Oh, fragments in this game. Oh, Iron Grenade is not really useful here. It can still do damage, it's just it won't. The intended effects are sadly different. Regulator. It's a belt mission. Get out of my way. Ah, hello, Patrol. How's it going? Let me do my measly 5 damage so you die. Oh, locked. Locked exit.
Hey, Karth. Can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said, too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising, considering all we've been through. I shouldn't take it out on you. Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, that's no big deal. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Carr. For an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
I don't know what that animation was. She's just kind of flipping the gun into her mouth. Thing you want to be saying? There you go. Explode. Touch this corpse. There's a set of words I should probably not have used. Oh, if there's any way I have this. Oh, seems to be it. There's a corpse on the floor. Corpse has been looted.
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
Nope. I think the Rancor is around the next corner. I have done this with the Turbo Cheek before, and the first thing I did was to run to the Rancor and die. Because it's too big for me to take on. Oh, and Ragdolls as pets.
Let's go!
Kind of relying on Cartha Vision to actually do damage, maybe? Nope, okay. Whatever. He's dead. Also, the corpses kind of fade away in a way which doesn't make sense. It can still, for some reason, identify and target it. Yeah, it happens. Sort of loaded me down with supplies as well, the med packs and stuff. This is blocked, yeah. Which is fine and all. Eventually you have too many. Now is okay. Especially considering that none of my other two party modes are actually taking damage. You have a range and tank set up. So you have to wait a few seconds for them to actually, you know, even drop their stuff. Which is weird. There you go. And also, to be fair, this is like the second Star Wars game I've picked, and I had to pick the RPG. Mostly because Jedi Academy doesn't particularly work well, in my opinion. Also, if I wasn't packing, I would have maybe rigged up the PS1 and done PS1, the Dreamcast, done Jedi Power Battles. You know, the actually good port of that game. Which, to this day, I still don't know all the unlock conditions. I just touched that, didn't I? An arm. Oh, right, yeah, here we go. This is the... I think that's the area that has the Rancor in it. Looks about right. Just run down here. Everyone to catch up. So now I've got to be careful. I know... Here we go. The Rancor is there. To do some stuff. Can't sneak past it. I have to kind of do things. So let's check that notepad. Let's go. Back data pad. Give it items. Frag grenade, and one of these. You are too young, Padawan, to be able to actually deal with the Rancor yet. So you blow it up. Inside out. I also appear to be stuck on my teammates. Also, it has remains. That's gonna slide around its innards. And then it just disappears out of existence. Now we have to deal with the actual lockers. Thankfully, I have enough people here. And I believe they have shields. Or one type of damage, I can't remember which though. I believe it's blaster. Oh, yep, I was correct. It is blaster. And this is the start of the unfortunate downfall of range classes. As soon as you bring blasters into it, that's it. So sorry, as soon as you bring the energy shields in, that's it for blasters. Sadly, you have to kind of switch to melee builds. Like, they have some uses from time to time, but not much. Leave that to do whatever it wants until I find enough bits. Oh, hi. Hey? Why am I stuck looking at one thing?
How'd you like that?
Provides me defense against blast shots. Kind of turns everything into a long-running fart gag. Never quite figured out with this game is it automatically hits onto the antidote packs. Eventually I can just sell them off. Now the Volcars can no longer cook. They will consume takeaway meals.
Please don't hurt me. I just serve the food here, that's all. I'm not like these others. I'm not even a Black Vulker. Please don't kill me. My name is Ada. My father owed Davik some money, but he couldn't pay. Davik killed my father and sold me into slavery here at the Vulker compound to pay off the debt. Now that you've killed the guards who were supposed to watch me, I think I could find my way out of here. I'm free to go? You're not gonna kill me? I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to get out of here before any of the Vulkars see me.
Gone, woman. You have earned your freedom just by sitting there and shitting yourself. Like everyone does. Star Wars universe. Crap your pants for long enough, you'll be free. Security panel. Okay, my computer uses 2 chips.
Yeah?
Sure. Oh, can only be overridden by them. Alright.
Sure.
Is there any other stuff I can steal? Oh, okay. What's that, like, triangle disappears? Another one!
Down you go!
Right, it's the main security panel. Because a lot of this looks exactly like the hidden back base.
Got it.
Except for you could open the doors. Hello?
Watawama mulira, tinkontro peshak. Nuba muliraji. Joni yuturumchi, uitadia. Ulo unajinek. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kon beast king bamulira. Juni yuntun jiji aitatuana. Kavavulpa muljui. Kam takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aitha odunga. Tulpada bonk molyaga. Kachi chu aitha odunga. Yinkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima boda. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aitha odunga. Tulpada bonk molyaga dodanago chutong haituam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walyagando kachichu aitha odunga. Yinkin kuno bamu. Kontichani mulirash.
Bye! Don't remember why I came into your room. Heals. Stuck in the door. Oh, okay. Maybe that healing is it's a good idea. The change of plan Leggett strategy never fails. How am I meant to gather my party members? They're both dead. I like how the game is expecting me to do something stupid like that. Know where I left. Oh. Druids tend to have very, very good constitution throws. I'm probably going to get killed. Now I'd easily be able to disengage them one by one. Can. I can't actually leave the area until I recover. Okay, I'm gonna have to just, you know, grenade my way out of this situation. Right fucking there. What are you doing? Okay. And I made a mess of that. Just wait for them to fully engage me before I can do anything like that. Get close. One at a time. One is almost dead. I appear to be stuck. Disengage. Like it. Now I gotta get out of this situation. The problem is I need to drag him away from where he's standing. Mess. Seems having a mind of its own. Oh, coward. Still got more out. Yo boy, he's gonna sit there. Shield up. Dishonorable command. I will kill you. Disengage. I can stun him. I won't be able to do this. That's not right. Should be able to stop him. His medkits. Oh no. Going to run. I am all doped up. Let's do this. I still won't be able to hit him for squat. Dishonorable, disgusting. Nothing can describe how disgraceful you are as a combatant, sir. Finally! Got them all. So now I have much in the way of anything's costing. Go back to the sewers to get anything. Remotely looks like healing.
Yeah?
That looks fine for the minute. That just needs overriding. Swear. I'm gonna do it once.
No problem.
A bunch of people trying to attack me at what? Trying to attack me. Stiff. The dexterity bonus, I think. Oh no. And yeah, dexterity bonus. Cardio regulator. Fortitude by 2. Blaster, what else have I got? Snort Blaster's mission. Using Blaster. It's a heavy blaster instead. Turn your shield back on, because that actually turned out to be reasonably useful. Hey, turns on. Turn around. I believe I have an ion grenade in my inventory. Helps do something. Pause, please. Thank you. Okay. I need disabling. There is. Good. 2. There's a pool droid. Something there, so let's talk. Now all I really need to do is go. No pressure, guys. Just a party leader falling over. What?
What?
You got the zoomies.
What?
Big zoom. I also believe I have some parts that I can use. Back up. Get where I am now. Somewhere. Should be getting close to the end of this particular segment of terrace.
How'd you like that?
Yes, please stand there, mission, while he just looks at me and tries to kill me. There's another Volcar guard. There.
You asked for this!
Ah. Hello, sir. How are you? Shit, what a... Come on. Found a good use for poison grenades. Poison isn't as quick as it should. Best poison damage of it is just took whatever was in the item. Best poison damage I've ever come across is still least of pain, because poison damage is absurdly powerful in that one. That game. Period. Mostly because poison is a percentile damage and is only like an addition rather than a main form of killing.
Kuya mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Gankidorati.
Reshik stole that engine from Gadden. It was never yours to begin with.
Kavatumpa kunpa yiyamoka paata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kavavolpa mulchi kama.
Wanna chick yongi? Wanna vota con titariti? Chichintoma dunkako.
Kachichu aitha odunga. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Slima podon. Tonga bugsham uninong. Mana tota. Aku jigratuk pola. Jishok jonatong jongking no. We ethan nadana itya.
Smilia.
Achu.
Yeah, just kill them. Kill them all! Be the monster. It's fantastic. I'm gonna die. Just because this asshole's got bullshit that I only need to take care of. I'm gonna die anyway. I'll go down swinging.
Down you go!
This Karth misses for the 17th time. There is something else I can do here. I need to find it. I think you can just kill them outright in a weird way, but I forget how. I like the fact that they're teaching you about this right now. It's workbench stuff. When I've already done it. It's something you would come across, like, and do by complete accident rather than, you know, just waiting for it. That's the security point. Do it the old-fashioned. Prepared.
Smee?
I'll show you to my friend, Mr. Grenade. Just throw all the grenades at you. Every last one. Ow, I'm dead. No. Cast. Better way to do this. Cast this grenade. No Sonic. Well, let's deal with that. Probably the most weird way possible. And then AVG decide to exit KOTOR. Christ.
Sure.
I don't know why it keeps doing that, and it's just really infuriating. There's not some combination of things that I'm pressing and it just keeps going on to it. It just does whatever it wants.
No problem. Didn't work.
There is a security panel around here. I just can't remember where it is. I should be able to get out if they're using it. There it is. Garage computer. Maybe I should have healed before I actually took on a droid. But it seems to have an adhesive gun, so obviously it doesn't do much damage. I spoke too soon, didn't I? Oh, but no one can apparently aim for crap.
Sure. No problem. Got it.
2,000 credits. Fine with that. Some healing. Mine does an advanced med pack here. I've already used. It's definitely not an area I've seen before, so I never bothered. I'll run back to the sewers. At this point, it's quicker just to go back to the hideout and then go back down. Have infinite amount of medkits. Entire stock of certain things. Don't worry, apparently at some point Mission or Garth will get bothered by something. I'm going to use the toilet. Alright. Let's play counselor.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in the Starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Hey, you don't know what it's like. You need those skills here in the lower city. Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Also realise a lot of the facial animations are identical.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith. Well, why didn't you say so? Just be careful down there.
Yes. Oh. Run back to here. Which, if you're going by the original speed, a lot of this would take a lot longer. Mostly because of how tokerningly slow the movement speed was.
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hiddenbeck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator is unstable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race.
Explode? Are you crazy? Why would we risk riding that thing, then?
I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles.
Also, I have to point out, I think some of the detailing and modelling is not working properly with my mod. Mostly because Car's face looks like it's been sandblasted. Vision seems fine. Mine seems okay. So, Car seems to have been in the wrong end of a swoop race.
You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
Probably won't happen. I believe there are specific set of controls for swoop bike, and I honestly can't remember what they are. In Knights of the Old Republic 2, it's a bit more detailed. There's Bastila. Basically, what may as well be full leather layer outfit. Okay. It's explained more in detail. Oh, here we go. Left click to the X mouse to accelerate and shift gears. Use the boom keys to accelerate that. Might be a problem. My mouse has disappeared. It's very difficult to get it even faster. Alright, time to fight again. Basically just very simple. You just have to kind of get up to full speed as fast as you can, and then you'll be able to like beat times. Like now I'm in top flight. Like that's it. There's nothing more I can do. I can get it faster, but I think it's saved for another track. I believe you have to do swoop racing again.
Tom non bon shang nung yang, Tom top smaktelia, Kuya bitus kuna tikuna, Ina kuna la chikuni, Slimo patona, Mundi aldonga chikon kapi, Chiska du sukiku ba na bona na gachu, Tuin kotu, Topa da punqualia gandonago chuchu, Kabachi kuita hodzonga, Yala moi, Yatuka uluan kinkuna ba murira, Rachikun, Mucha shakpanpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated. Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulgar's share of the victory prize.
You
fool! Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulgus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Yay! And now we come to a problem. So, let's pause and briefly look around the combat arena. We have 1, 2, 3... 3. Oh, that's fine. I don't think it is. 4. Combatants. Bastila is there, but if I die, this encounter is over. She is a completely independent combatant. So all I have to do is take care of anything that's attacking me. Counter is slightly easier than most of the ones in the Hidden Beck base. Not the Black Vulcan base. Thankfully, Bastila has engaged him first. Which means that, well, he kind of killed himself. Just awkwardly posed with our weapons drawn. Oh, it's a double-bladed lightsaber. Thank you very much. Allow me to insert it into my Darth Maul figurine.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Well, we don't have time for it now. We have to get out of here before the Sith show up to sort out this mess. Is there somewhere safe we can go? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Carth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Carth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Carth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Carth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here.
He's a wee bit proud, that one.
You cannot win, Revan.
So yes.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time?
Right, so let's explain a couple of things. The sequences will render of those particular moments because the fact that this originally ran in like 600 by 800. Yeah, 600, I can't remember which way around it is. So all the FMVs are going to sit in the top left corner of my stream every single time. Because this is going by desktop capture because game capture is very unreliable. Second off, what was that face?
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taris will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Carth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yeah, and I would like to point out, battle meditation is not an ability until KOTOR 2. So obviously, not relevant, not useful, and it's kind of dumb.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Carth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Volkers, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Terrace. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories.
So the sound balancing is a pile of trash. Like, Bastila is incredibly quiet compared to the actual music and sound effects, which is very weird.
The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace.
Right, if I was to play Killer 7, actually find a copy of Killer 7, it's always a good start. That would be interesting to play, considering that would be the exact same issue. This fire, it burns uncontrollably. Sounds like shit. And this is where everything kind of goes south for the blaster users.
Kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai tun kun ching ni bo. Rundi hadonga ku hunkabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba nak. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga tulpada bonk molya gandodan.
Muchashak bakhat. Kieno no nama paule rachikun.
Shagji kin lor chawa tauma. Kava volpa mulchi gumana.
Time to see Candra's Ordo.
I'm here.
Ready?
Yes?
Bastila is yet again another evasive character. Bit of intelligence. Fnaf. Bastila doesn't do much in terms of anything else other than her powers. She kill yet. Except I believe it's droid that I need to keep an eye on. Means 1 power per skill. So light and dark force powers just tend to be on how much you're affected by light and dark side of this. Like, for example, force wound, slow, fear, and shock are all based entirely on if you dark side points. But if you have a bunch of light side powers, it's fine. It's perfectly acceptable. Valor. So I'd rather save it for the next turn, but whatever. Game does as game does. Immunity to stun. She has two weapon fighting. Oh, because it's or two double-bladed. Okay, so she needs fighting. Now I can learn Cure, and now it's all Gucci, because force points regenerate. I now have healing, without needing to pay the price. No longer require cash. He's in the lower cantina.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Carth were doing before we all joined forces. Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction, yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
Do you know what I really just remembered? And it shows that I have been tired all week. I forgot to turn my PNG to. I forgot to turn it on.
Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Oh, Canderous is here.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taurus, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Right. That is where I'm going to leave it. Okay, yeah, goofed up. Forgot to do certain things that I was meant to do. But at least I got to play this for a minute. Now, little PNG tuber is going to pop up. There he is. I forgot to put him on today. Sometimes you just don't get rid of old school, like, thinking. And that's basically what's happened today. Send it to... What else is happening on Twitch? Still playing Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, I've got literally someone who is exactly at the same point I am at. Both. Maybe. Let's have a listen. Yeah, none of that seems particularly interesting. Let's see who's online. I have no idea what this is. Yeah, I don't get to rate him that often. Let's go see Geosphere. He's currently playing a game called Barony. I've seen the name thrown around at some point. I think it's some kind of like weird roguelike. Hang on a sec. Probably, look in some chats before I actually make a decision. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Yep, not seeing much. So, Geosphere it is. And I'll be back tomorrow with I Am Setsuna. Might be able to get to the last lands. Which will at least put us within, like, shouting goal of the end. Hopefully I'll get an airship. Who knows? Right, see you later.